We get our cork from Portugal. We buy it by the 40-foot container. It's really cool. They load up a bunch of cork and they put it in a big metal box, and then they heat it up in a way that'll kill everything bad that we need to worry about, and then they mail it to us. So this is a cork tube or a cork log. It's pretty big. Sometimes we'll get them up to 4 or 5 feet, which is cool. We have these available at shows really often, and we're working on getting these to be able to be mail order for our customers who are just kind of big and awkward. Neat things about cork is it's incredibly rot resistant. It does float, so it's not a great aquarium wood, but if you're like running water through it or providing hides in a humid area, it's great. It's environmentally friendly. Cork, it's a type of oak tree. They can live over 200 years. Generally, after they're about 15 to 20 years old, they get harvested anywhere from every 3 years up to about every 10 years. And that harvesting doesn't actually hurt the tree. They actually use different spade bits and stuff like that and pop it right off the tree, and then it regrows. So it's a completely like renewable resource, which is pretty neat too. A lot of these cork plantations are like century or more old. And especially since a lot of wine bottles are going to like screw-on caps or synthetic cork, they kind of need to find a way to, a lot of these families need to know what to do with cork now. So the more we can use in our vivariums, the better off for animals, and it's a win for long-term family business. So
some people have talked about the stuff that's on the cork. Can you talk about that? Is that mold? Is that something we should be scared of?
It's not mold. It's a lichen. It's this really cool symbiotic relationship between an algae and a fungi. And I read a paper recently that suggested it was even 2 different types of fungi, or algae, I think. So cool, look it up. That's really neat. Doesn't generally come back to life, but it can, and it's actually a sign that it's an incredibly clean, stable environment. So if you have lichen growing on things, it's actually, or you get wood that has lichen on it, it's generally a sign that that area has little to no pollutants and has like a really high quality, like air quality.
Cool. So nothing to be concerned, like, hey, there's a bunch of this greenish, yellowish stuff on the wood.
It's dead. Like in the Viv, it will mold, and then your springtails and isopods will eat it and love you for it. So it might look a little funky at first. You might be growing a little cotton ball farm, but it's not going to hurt anything, and that'll clear up really quickly if it does. You can, some people like to scrub it and remove it. You can, or you can just feed your tank with it.